What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with a major story. So it looked like Caitlin Clark has broken her silence about Napheesa Collier comments and Cathy Engelbert. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. I am here to tell you the moment we all have been waiting for the last 48 hours is going down. Caitlin Clark, exit interview. Now, the footage has not came out yet. I'm here to tell you for whatever damn reason, the Indiana Fever thought it'd be smart to not stream it. But whatever. I get why they're not streaming it, because they don't want us content creators to capitalize off of it. Which, whatever makes them happy. To me, all publicity is good publicity, but they don't understand that because they knew to this whole, getting money and, being relevant. Now, with all that being said, my rant is over. We have to dive into what is happening right now online. That is, Caitlin Clark is at the podium, breaking her silence, going all the way in. Not to mention, not just Caitlin, we have Sophie Cunningham as well, going all the way in, toe-to-toe with the commissioner. Guys, this is major. Caitlin Clark said she had not heard the story about Cathy Engelbert that Napheesa Collier shared publicly, nor has she heard from Cathy Engelbert since. So Cathy has not reached out to Caitlin to apologize. Cathy has not reached out to Caitlin to dispute to dispute the comments was even about her, that a conversation like that even had existed. She did not even reach out to this young lady, which leads me to believe even more that this is a true statement, allegedly. Now, goes on to Kate. Caitlin stated, "We need great leadership at this time across all levels. This is the most important time in this league history." Fee said it all. She hadn't heard the story, which we already went over that. Then it went on to say, Napheesa Collier didn't tell her she was going to mention CC endorsement money in her statement on conversations with Cathy Engelbert. She stated, "I have a lot of great respect for Fee. I think she made it a lot very valid points." It goes on to say, we need great leaderships, which we already shared that. And then it goes on to say, let's see here. Let me scroll up, guys, because there is a lot going on. Then Caitlin Clark said, "It's a really special time in this city right now. I can't imagine myself in a better place." So Caitlin let it be known she's staying in Indy no matter what. I think she should leave once her contract up. That's just me. Sounds like USA basketball camp is coming Caitlin Clark's way this offseason. USA basketball is coming. Yeah, guys. So all of this stuff is still kind of happening right as we speak. We need great leadership. Yeah, man. Cathy's probably done. Kelsey, other videos coming out, but I really wanted to get this Caitlin story out. I also want to play you guys some of Sophie comments. That's what we're finna do right now. Roll the footage.
Exhausting, when it's blow after blow, a whole bunch of other things going on. It's exhausting, and so for us to kind of be able to finally take a deep breath and know no one else is going to get injured is a huge break for us.
So you said after Game 5, I got a lot on my mind.
Oh boy.
What particularly, in what direction was your mind racing at that juncture?
I mean, everywhere, and I'm going to be good today. I am, because I'm just tired of our league. They need to step up and be better. Our leadership from top to bottom needs to be held accountable. I think that there are a lot of people in the position of powers in the WNBA who they might be really great business people, but they don't know shit about basketball, and that's got to change. I said I was going to be good, and I just messed up. But I do. I think everyone's frustrated when NBA players from that side of things are reaching out to us, just like in awe of how terrible it is. Like, that's saying something. That is absolutely saying something when your counterpart is feeling bad for us because of how we're getting treated. I mean, come on. And that's from leadership. That's from, I'll just leave it there. From our leadership, it's just bad. When fans and players, especially players, when we're competing at the highest level and it's like a battlefield out there, when we're agreeing on the court because of how awful the officials are, like that's saying something. Like, listen to us. We're not going to come for your heads, but I think there is room for improvement to change the criteria when the whole league is asking for it. But when the leadership isn't doing anything about it, why? Why? And so I think there's just frustration. The game's not fun to watch because everyone's just trying to kill each other, because that's how you're going to survive. Otherwise, you get injured. I don't know. It just sucks. Our game is changing, and yeah, we want it to be physical, but at the same time, like, you still want to watch good basketball. And when they can't get that under control, it's not fun.
I don't want to keep you off your good streak, but you said anything about basketball. Is there anything to that beyond officiating to you, or is that mostly your
Say what? I'm sorry?
You said that business people but don't know anything about basketball. Is
Yeah.
that a critique beyond officiating, or is that most of where that is going?
I think it's officiating for sure. I think that there's room for improvement there when people are reaching, why is that a foul, or why is that not upgraded, or why is it not a foul? Well, the criteria says, well, the criteria needs to change, clearly. And I think that's kind of where, people are in position to change that, but they don't know basketball. Like, yeah, you've been around the game, but you haven't played. And, maybe that's on us players that after we're done, maybe we try to move into those positions so we can make the next generation better, so we can improve the game even when we're done. I don't know what that looks like, but I know that definitely needs to change. I think there's so much else, especially when it comes to the CBA, that our leadership on that side is just very poor, very, very poor. And I think you guys, Nafisa hit it right on the head. I don't think I really need to go into detail, but that's just coming from one player, and that's probably 1% of what she knows, right? So just imagine what the whole league really knows what's going on behind the scenes.
Hard pivot, but where are you at health-wise? Do you expect you'll be
Really good.
Do you think you'll be ready to go at any point this offseason or by the start of next
Oh,
season?
hell yeah, man. On a real note, I'm feeling really good. I definitely have turned a corner in my rehab. Feeling really good. And honestly, mentally, I'm doing well too. It is exhausting, you just can't do anything physically when the games are going on except for encouraging and motivating and feeding confidence into your team. I'm just so proud of us for the continued fight. Honestly, the rehab room has been pretty fun because it's packed in there. So I'm glad I don't have to do that alone. But I'll be able to, really kind of get going in January. So it could have been a lot worse. So I'm thankful that it was just my MCL. But my rehab, I just had my doctor's appointment, and I'm progressing quite quickly. And so I'm really happy about that. But I'm so bad at being patient, so I'm ready to kind of get going.
Yeah, kind of when it comes to getting going, you posted after Game 5.
I knew you were going to say that.
That, we're coming forever in the next season. Is it
Yeah.
your hope that you stay in Indiana and come back?
I have loved being here, and I don't think that's news to anybody. I think that just being back in the Midwest and being around girls who you truly do love, like, I've been in the league for 7 years and I've never been a part of a team like this. And so when you've been through this type of season together, when you're invested in each other's lives outside of basketball, of course you want to come back. I'm definitely going to be entertaining other teams, other offers, but my hope is that I've had a great time here, and I'd like to continue that. But I also think with the new CBA, there's a lot on the line, and so I might be blonde, but I can't just not look at other opportunities.
I'm gonna have to pivot back if you don't mind.
It's totally fine.
Kind of on the note of the CBA, how much are you aware of where things stand with talks, and kind of what's your kind of impression of where things stand now? And then I have a follow-up if I'm gonna start there.
Yeah, we have a big call this afternoon, and I think that's going to give all of us players a much needed update. I have kind of just been locked in on getting healthy, to be honest, and making sure our team is where they need it to be. And so I've kind of pushed that off to the side. I think a lot of us have kind of at this point of season. But now the season's done, it's time to lock in on that. And I do know that the league came back and really gave us nothing. And so, there's a potential lockout, because I promise you that we are not going to play until they give us what we deserve. And that's kind of where it's headed, unfortunately, which would be the dumbest basketball decision business-wise ever, considering the momentum the W has right now.
Is that a call just with all players, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of second question, Saul, you comment specifically on the allegations of what Kathy said about Caitlin.
Yeah.
Didn't know if you wanted to expand on that, or?
I think
That's not enough.
it is pretty self-explanatory. Not really a fan of our leadership in the W. I just think they're failing us as a league, definitely failing us as players. And, you know, everything that Fisa said, we all feel that way, and we're all gonna back her, and I think it's pretty strong coming from her. I think a lot of us have been saying that, but when it comes from someone to that caliber of a player, that we're being serious. And so my comment on that, I think it's pretty shameful that she always makes it about her, Cathy, when it should have nothing to do with her.
I guess not being on the floor was tough. What did you enjoy the most about being in a sideline with the coaches?